all, we're about to start our Glacier Flow Lab, which helps us understand better the different variables that affect how glaciers flow and what variables affect it the most. So in order to do this, we are going to break up into 3 different groups with 4 students per group, and I'll let you know your groups once we get into class. We are going to need some materials, so not every group will be needing each of these materials because some involve some experiments or some versions of this experiment that not everybody will be doing, and then at the end of class we'll put all of these trials together. So everybody will need rulers and flubber, which I will make and provide to you in class. It's really fun. PVC pipe, which I will also provide to you. It's white pipe that's split in half. And then one group will need a rough base, which is sandpaper, and the normal base, which is the PVC pipe, and then a wet base, which is either tinfoil or oil or something that provides less friction for that flubber to flow on. And then I will provide different temperatures of flubber, as well as different things that you can stack the PVC pipe on so that it creates a different slope for that pipe, for that flow. In addition to that, you'll need your phones for stopwatches and some flow markers, which I will provide as well. And you can also feel free to bring some in. You do have some pieces of clay and some pipe cleaners in your science kit at home as well. So the first thing you're going to do is create a hypothesis with your group. Note that your groups are a little larger for this, so please make sure that everybody is included and their voice is heard and that everybody agrees on the hypothesis that you create. If you don't agree, just call me over and we can talk it out. During the experiment, your task is to design an experiment that tests what influences glacier speed the most. So each group is going to be testing a different variable. One will be testing the different temperatures of ice, in this case the flubber as a model, and how that affects how that flows. Another group will be testing the different slopes, and then another group will be testing the basal conditions, or what is on the bottom of that PVC pipe as the flubber flows over it. And then you're going to be measuring the velocity of each of those trials. For at least one of your experiments, please push something to mark the flow direction into the surface of the flubber, so like a piece of clay or a piece of pipe cleaner, and then draw how they move or change direction during the experiment. And then you might also try modeling how the ice moves around an obstacle. So for one of the groups, because there's only a couple trials in that group, which is the slope group, I wrote in a box for you to do this because there's only 2 trials, so I think you will have the opportunity to do this. But for the other groups, if you do have some extra time, please feel free to play around with that as well. It's actually really fun. So these are the 3 groups. Again, sandpaper, so this normal and lubricated PVC pipe, so this group will be testing the different basal conditions, this group will be testing the different slopes, and then this group will be testing the flubber. So ideally for your homework tonight, it will be to analyze this data. We'll be able to collect all of this information and then talk about it in class tomorrow, but we will see how timing works out as far as that. But please come to class prepared, having watched this video and knowing what you need and kind of having a background for what this lab is going to look like. It's really fun, so I hope you're looking forward to it.